Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We're here for our WCW Nitro episode 5 and 6 reaction. It's supposed to be yesterday, but stuff happened. I work 12 hours, so if I would have been on here, I probably would have been asleep most
Yeah.
of the time, and I don't think that would be good. And if you guys would like to watch on with us, you can go over to Peacock TV and read WCW Nitro episodes 5 first, and we'll do 6. If you don't have Peacock, then maybe, just maybe, you'll find it on our website or YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or if you have an old VHS, saw that in there. But yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah. Press and play.
All right.
Of course, we got a commercial first.
Oh, you got a commercial?
Yeah. You went right into it?
Yeah, mine went. Hate to say that. I paused it, but I'm feeling I'll get one right after shortly.
All right. You got about 7 seconds, then I'm going. Then I'm going into the show.
All right.
All right. I'm
Tell me
going
when.
in now.
All right.
Got the entrance or the intro to the show. So, man, So, tell me about the weekend, dude. I mean, I seen all the pics, man. Tell everybody
Yeah,
about what happened.
there was a lot. Of course, summer's in Nashville, but Starcast is really themed over Ric Flair's last match, a big dramatic thing. Um, and at the Starcast thing, he wasn't even the big name. Like, he was the main attraction, but he wasn't even the person people were going to meet, really. But the event was centered
Hmm.
on him. I went to Starcast on Saturday and met a few people. Uh, Brian Danielson, Bret Hart, and Collider Castagnoli, the Nasty Boys. I met some others that I didn't get pictures with. To my flag, WCW flag. Diamond Dallas
Hmm.
Page and Ron Simmons.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I'm a little jealous. That's pretty cool.
What is this dog wearing? I know those eyes,
The
but
googly eyes. He has the
yeah.
googly eyes on. I forget. I'm trying to remember the name of the dog.
Oh, like I also met Orange Cassidy and Miro there too.
Oh,
But
awesome.
I met Orange Cassidy one time and he was very nice. This time he was a complete jerk.
Really?
Yeah,
What
the first.
happened?
Well, I got my figure signed. Of course, Ric Flair's on. I got my figure signed, and the lady of our security was very protective. Like, if you're only getting a picture with him, that's the only time you can go up near him. So
Hmm.
she wasn't there. So I just handed him my figure to sign. I paid and everything. We're like, I already pre-purchased this, and then he just grabbed my figure like pulling it out, and then when he signed it, he just shoved it back.
Oh, jeez. I don't see the reason in all that.
And I paid $90 for that.
For real. I mean, I don't see the reason in him being an asshole. You're just
But the
you're
first
getting
time,
exactly what you're paying for, and he wants to. I mean, I'm assuming he's been paid to do what he's doing. I don't see
oh
the
yeah.
issue.
But the first time I met him a few years ago, he was very nice. I don't know what the deal
Wonder
was
what
there.
happened.
But he was all nice around. He went up to Diamond Dallas Page and Brian Danielson and
Hmm.
was it Bubba Bully Ray. He was all cool with them, but hopefully Orange Cass isn't hearing this because if we give him a podcast one day, we'll have to discuss this.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well,
But he was the
no, wait
rudest
a
person.
second. No. I mean, even if he does see this, I mean, there
Yeah.
was no reason behind the actions that he had. Really.
Is this the replay or I think this is a replay from last week. Yeah, this is a replay.
Yeah, they're showing the recap.
But yeah, Orange Cassidy, I've heard a lot of fan response in that he's always been nice, but
Hmm. Maybe he's having a bad day.
he had a real bad day. Well, not too bad to go to DDP and everyone, and I don't know.
Mhm.
But for the most part, everyone else was nice. Bret Hart showed up like 2 hours late, but he was very nice.
Hmm.
I'm about to show my WCW flag on here eventually. I
That'd
got
be cool.
DDP.
Yeah, yeah, do that.
I got DDP and Ron Simmons to sign it. What's I got? I got Sting signed it. Booker T. Well, not at Starcast, but I guess I
Yeah,
have one.
that's a nice collection of signatures right there.
Yeah, I seen a WrestleCade a few months ago, like November. I was fixing my flag
Hmm.
up and folding it. Then Johnny Swinger just comes up to me. It says "nice flag" if you know who Johnny Swinger is.
Hmm.
I feel like he was trying to want me to pay him to get him to sign my flag, but he said he liked the flag. But I met
They,
Johnny
I
Swinger.
mean, that's the thing though. Wrestlers use those tactics to get you to pay for stuff. Virgil is a classic example of that. He'll sneak into a picture with you and then tell you have to pay
Yes,
for
yes,
it.
Virgil. Let me say this: this last Saturday, he
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 was
did
there.
yeah he did something like that. Like I was just walking by, fixing to get in someone's line, and then he saw my flag, and then he said, "You know, I was in WCW. I saw that. I saw in
Oh
this." So he kept on and on and on.
man, Virgil always on that hustle, man.
But Johnny Springer was probably nice about it. He said not many people have that kind of flag anymore.
Hmm.
But he didn't pressure me like some people would.
Yeah, man. There are wrestlers out there that will get on your ass to pay for something. Like it's wild. It's wild. It's a hustle. It's a hustle to some wrestlers.
This is the first match.
Yep.
Seems like it'd be the main event
That's
because it's
exactly
like
what I was thinking too. But as I remembered it, I mean, I was
because like
thinking the
this
same thing.
because like this is the primarily the biggest. Well, counting Paul White and Hulk Hogan, this I would say this is the biggest storyline on the show.
Yeah, Macho and Lex. That was one of the hugest storylines of this time.
Uh, I see Jay Lethal all right there. I can't unsee it.
Black
I wish
machismo.
I wish they would have in Hulk Hogan's prime right there and Jay Lethal would have been able to do something.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
know he came to TNA Macho Man, but
Macho Man is dead serious. You see the look in his eyes.
the yeah, this isn't gonna be. I don't think anyone's gonna go out of the ring when the match starts.
And see, that's the thing I remember about this story is that Lex Luger was always the one you couldn't trust back then. He was the one you could not trust, but he would perceive himself to be the trustworthy one. But when your back's turned, he's healing it up. He did that with
Yeah,
Sting all the time. Sting, had that faith in him and had that belief that Lex is a good guy. But then when the second his back's turned, he's shunning. Lex Luger is shunning fans and you know not accepting fives from fans and healing it all up. I mean, it was brilliant storytelling, and a lot of people don't even. I mean, a lot of people don't even talk about that about the storytelling between Lex Luger, Sting, Macho Man. I mean, that whole storyline right there.
see a lot of yellow front where they're showing commercial break.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I get a
commercial break.
commercial too. Did you get a commercial?
Yep.
I got the WWE DoorDash.
Oh yeah, this is a
Lucifer.
DoorDash commercial. I didn't notice it was a DoorDash commercial until I saw the DoorDash symbol on the wall.
Lucifer, thanks for watching. Um,
Thanks for tuning
who
in.
who was all there at Starkist? There's a lot of big names ones I didn't meet. The whole Four Horsemen was there, but like multiple, like not just the original Four Horsemen. Like they had different members of each Four Horsemen faction. Like they had Lex Luger, they had J.J. Dillon, of course Tully and Arn Anderson. I had some others
Hmm.
there too. But
Remember,
besides,
J.J. Dillon was like the manager back in the day of the original Horseman.
the only one that didn't get was Ole Anderson, but we don't do anything with Ric Flair, I don't think. Uh, but who else was there? Brian Danielson, Bret Hart. On Sunday, there was a lot of other big names that I didn't go onto that page. I had
Mick
page was
Foley
really
showed up also. Mick Foley was there.
yeah. So there was some people only on Sunday or only on Saturday or doing both days. I was wanting to meet Ricky Starks, but he was only Saturday, Sunday.
Hmm. I saw on video that Undertaker and Mick Foley was sitting right next to each other during the match.
Yeah, yeah, Undertaker, Bret Hart, Mick Foley.
Yeah, they're all sitting all together.
I didn't watch the event. I didn't really see it. Of course, if anyone's seen pictures, Ric Flair bled. I knew that was going to happen.
Well, yeah,
So
that was his thing was bleeding in matches. Rick loved that.
if anyone watching, if you did watch the match, tell us how it was. Of course, I saw pictures and stuff, but I didn't watch the event. I watched SummerSlam though. Well, kind of had to. Well, I was kind of forced to because it was in Nashville, and everyone that went with me in the hotel wanted to see it. So, but I will say it was a pretty decent show. Now that's saying a lot for me, saying that.
Yeah, that's the thing about all accounts, by people I know that have went there and watched it.
Yeah,
They're saying it wasn't a bad show. It was pretty good.
Brock Lesnar
Well,
flipped that whole. Now I've seen rings collapse, but he flipped that whole ring. I've never seen
that
that
was
done before.
awesome. That was so cool. That's when I knew that Vince wasn't running the show anymore because Vince wouldn't let that kind of stuff happen.
He would maybe
With
let
what's been going down lately,
he would maybe let the ring collapse, but he
he wouldn't
flipped
let
that
Brock
whole
drive
thing
the track.
like they said
That
that it
was
wasn't supposed.
hilarious.
Like they said that it wasn't supposed to go that far when he flipped it. But I'm
Shit.
just glad it didn't go all the way over because someone would have really got hurt doing that.
But I mean, think about it. Is that not putting entertainment in sports entertainment? I mean, that was like
Yeah,
some of the most entertaining stuff I've seen in WWE in a long time.
yeah,
Since the Stone Cold days
yeah.
when
Like
he
I
was
was,
driving, beer trucks into the ring.
it'd been something if he would have flipped the ring, Vince McMahon during that time period. But
Man,
like besides that, like the Brock and Roman match was good. Hopefully that's the end of that.
I hope so too. I mean,
I seen
that's
that
a story that's ran its course.
Brock Lesnar's coming back. So hopefully he goes at someone else. I swear if they do Brock versus Roman at Hell in a Cell,
I wouldn't
they
put it
had
past, but then again, Vince isn't in charge, so we
yeah.
might not see repeated stuff.
Hopefully it's Brock and someone else. They got some people.
I
Yeah, he's
mean,
putting his foot on the rope.
yeah, yep, yep.
Right behind the referee's back.
You, you
Yeah, the
see
referee.
you see what he did. You see the way Lex. You see his actions. He looked right at the ref, and then he put his rope. Then he put his feet on the rope. That's what I'm saying. Like the whole time, you couldn't trust Luger.
Like besides that one match, was some other good matches. Surprisingly, Logan Paul did very, very, very good.
That shocked me. I was like, well, he
Like
does have some skills.
at
Okay,
first, he was at
still think
WrestleMania.
he's an ass.
At WrestleMania, he did pretty good, but this time he was doing moves that he's kind of like on the level of Hook. Like he's looks only had like 11 matches, and he's looks like he's been doing it for years, same as Logan Paul. But
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
I could see Logan Paul becoming a champion in WWE.
I mean, if he's taking it serious, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that.
he signed a multi-year deal.
Well, I
Um,
mean, like, well, yeah. Well, if he's taking it all serious,
yeah,
best of luck to him. I mean, the Miz was the same way. He started off in reality TV. Nobody took him serious, and he became huge.
yeah. What else happened? Usos and Street Profits was good. Same winners as always. But like there
They
was
keep
a
teasing the Street Profits breaking up, but I don't. If they're not going to
They
do it now, they're not going to do that anytime soon.
they don't hardly have any tag teams in WWE. Like, what would they do without them?
Exactly.
I mean, Triple. If I was Triple H, I'd be signing back a few tag teams. Like the Good Brothers are contract is expired with Impact.
Yeah. And see, that's another thing I was going to ask you about. Like now with the old man gone, do you see an influx of people coming back that left because of him?
I think I've seen said that Sasha and Naomi will probably signed back. I don't know if that's true, but they'll probably go back. Probably Bray Wyatt,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because
possibly Johnny
I've heard they already got I've heard they're already back. They just haven't decided what they're going to do.
Johnny Gargano will probably be back. Karen Cross. Now,
Oh,
goes referee. Now, as far as anyone going
now
from
done the
NXT,
right way, carrying cross, they can make him huge.
I would put
Done the
him.
right way.
If I was bringing him back, I'd put him back on NXT to get him out there again.
Hmm.
Have him have a feud with. I don't know if he went against Braun Breaker, but I'm pretty sure I could do some stuff with him. Then when he comes back to the main roster, give him a better debut, a nice comeback to the main roster.
Better gear too.
Yeah, that was stupid the way they did all that. His stuff that he wore in Impact was just
That was
fine.
like that demolition 1980s stuff he was wearing.
Paul White or the Giant. Yeah, this match isn't gonna have a winner, I don't think.
Now the refs, well, Macho's trying to get the ref up after hitting
Oops.
the elbow off the top.
But if I was gonna give someone an average, I give it a B plus.
Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty fair.
I would give it an A, but most of the matches were rematches.
Yeah.
But it was a decent show. I watched Raw last night. Well, half of Raw before I fell asleep, but from what I was saying, it was pretty good too. It was pretty good as well. Uh,
Did you find yourself saying that I can't wait to see what happens on Raw?
I would have said that 2009, 2008, 10, but they did. It was I watched. I watched like a thing of like Vince. Yeah, Les Luger wins submission. I watched
Yeah, torture rack.
2 months ago's Vince's Raw to Triple H's Raw. And there's
Hmm.
a little bit of a difference. Morally, there's more wrestling on the show now than just talk, 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 recap, 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 talk, 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 talk.
Yes.
Now there was
Yes, and
still
that was a huge complaint of mine also.
now there was some still talking, but it seemed like the show had a more wrestling involved. And they
Yeah.
the United States Championship, they kind of are trying to get that prestigious again. Like they showed a full video package of Bret Hart, like a big video package. They even had Booker T there, a former
Yeah, he
U.S.
was there.
champion.
He did the commentating for one of the matches for the
Yeah,
qualifying
they
match.
you'd had two three ways, and then AJ and Champa went at it in the semi-main event. Booker T commentated that. I'm glad they're giving Tommaso Ciampa a pretty good run. It's Triple H, so and Triple H loves Tommaso Ciampa from NXT. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
have a
happy to
feeling
see that too.
that he's fixing to get a pretty big push.
Now let me ask you this too. Now with Champa about to get a little push, and with the old man gone, and people starting to return, do you think we'll see like you said earlier, Johnny Gargano coming back? But do you think we'll see DIY make a
Yeah,
reunion and take over the tag team division? That'd
I
be
could see
awesome to
that.
see.
See, right now Ciampa's with the Miz, but I think he's going to turn on him eventually. And
Yeah.
I could totally see him doing it with Gargano attacking the Miz, and Tommaso Ciampa has to pick a side, like the Miz or Gargano, and then he picks Gargano later on in the story.
Man, that would be dope. Could you imagine, man, DIY getting back together on Raw?
That'll be a good
That'll
match
be so cool.
against the Usos, who'd guess
Yeah,
both.
they could be the ones to break the Usos, They can be the ones to break the Usos streak.
Oh man,
Think about that. How
he's
huge
on.
would that be?
He's on this show. Yeah, look at Bobby Heenan. But I still have AEW as my number one favorite promotion. WWE is getting a little bit better, but I'm not going to base it
Yeah,
off one show. I want to see repeated stuff, repeatedly
exactly.
good shows. Because one show isn't going to do, one two shows is going to do it. But AEW will probably forever be my number one promotion, number one
Yeah, I
favorite
mean, because
promotion.
they're doing top notch stuff right now.
But that doesn't mean I won't. It's hard not to watch WWE with given Triple H is in charge.
Right. I mean, you think about NXT Black and Gold, how he did all that. I mean, I'm dying to see what he does to to Raw and SmackDown, see how they revise it all. Oh, this guy.
Uh, I
Disco
thought it was
Inferno.
Eddie
Who
Guerrero.
can you name anybody whose favorite wrestler was Disco Inferno?
I can't think of one. It'd have to
Can you name
be.
one memorable match from Disco Inferno?
I can't. I may remember a promo or two on TNA, but not one match.
I'm sorry, I'm just never been a big Disco Inferno fan. I
It's just
mean,
his
I get
promos.
the gimmick, I get it, but I've just never been a huge fan.
It's just his promos in when TNA first started were really good. But like besides that, he couldn't. He just wasn't like a fan favorite.
Right. You kind of had that go away heat, not the
Yeah.
regular go away.
Oh, Dean Malenko. This is his first time on Nitro.
They're having a match, Dean and Eddie.
Oh wow,
Hell
this is gonna
yeah.
be a good one.
Yes, this is gonna be awesome.
Yes, someone
A
tried to
man
tell
of a
me this
thousand
past weekend.
holes.
Someone tried to tell me this last weekend at Starcast that WCW had ice under the ring. Someone once told me that a while back, but
Yeah, I've heard that stuff too.
there's no way possible you can have there's uh there's no way possible you could have ice under the ring and not melt. Like I don't see how that's possible unless you have it in a cold place. I don't see how it's possible.
Unless they're doing a show in a hockey rink, I don't see how that's possible.
You know how bad that hurt? Went on thick hard ice.
That'd be worse than concrete.
I want to get someone on here from that wrestled in WCW at this time and ask them, was there ice under the ring? I don't believe there was, but
Maybe some coolers with ice in
yeah,
them, but
I don't know see how they come up with that.
I mean, who
It'd be
knows
something.
how people come up with these myths in wrestling? I mean, there's a myth
Yeah,
out there that Jim Cornette has a horseshoe in his tennis racket, the little case that it's one of
yeah,
there's a fable that I mean I don't know if it may knowing him is probably true, but
yeah. I don't know about all this. Oh, that was good. Mario and talk about the old school. I don't think I'll go totally back old school, but I feel like that there's going to be a lot of change probably coming to it. With
right,
it's not going to be like I wish they just do with NXT 2.0 and go back to the original, but
yeah.
I don't think they're going to do that. But I believe they can make it better than what it is.
I think what they might do is like have the have the brand progress but implement things from the older the older brand from the
Yeah,
black and gold. They'll put stuff in there from the black and gold as they progress.
yeah. I could definitely see down the line them going back to the black and gold. But
Yeah,
since I just did it NXT 2.0, well, they didn't just do it. They hasn't been out too many years, so you're going to keep that probably.
right. Whoa, you see that?
Yeah, that was Oh,
Look, oh man, this is so fast paced. It's very lucha libre, very lucha libre.
a lot of. Oh, that was good. Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, Eddie and Dean Malenko, man, they used to have killer matches.
I want to see the match. I don't care about Hulk Hogan. I don't. I want to see the match. They do picture in picture and just show
Why do they do that? Why do they do
what
that?
you're not gonna hunt nobody down.
Hulk Hogan and his Nick Price brother need all the little Hulkamaniacs to say their prayers for the Hulkster.
Oh man. Oh, kids don't care.
Jimmy, he is so over the top for no reason.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know how. I don't know about all this.
What does this have to do with anything that's going on in the match? I mean, I understand the story that's going on, but that's
Yeah,
what
they're
I'm
trying to.
saying. The interrupt a match. That's got to be a Hogan power move because he had some creative control.
Yeah, I know.
Interrupts a great match just to hear him talk his crap.
It took them a lot to get him to sign with WCW because he was doing a lot of acting and stuff. And when he left WWE, though, he was pretty much done with wrestling. It took him a lot. So I'm pretty sure they gave him a lot of creative control, a lot of money.
Yeah, Mikey Willie.
They cut a night and did all that. If they wouldn't have signed Hulk Hogan, I believe they'd still be around to this day. No, they could have signed Macho Man, Lex Luger, but oh, that was a good, that was a good move by Eddie Guerrero.
And I mean, I understand if Hulk Hogan has his fans out there, his Hulkamaniacs out there, brother. I understand that. I'm not taking that away from you at
Oh,
all. You want to be a fan of his? That's
yeah.
cool.
Oh, I
I'm
got to.
just saying you know,
What are you
he's
talking
he's
about?
he's not the
I agree.
best in the world.
No, not to a lot of people, but I feel like during that time he was money making person. That's what made WCW as big as it was. Not just Hulk Hogan, but when he came to WCW, it really shot off a little bit because that was WWE's biggest name
Yeah.
at that time. And then well, there for a minute they were getting tired of the older guys and they were bringing new guys like Shawn Michaels, Diesel, even those two young guys, they left. Then they
Yep.
1, 2, 3 kid, he left.
Right.
Like Eddie Guerrero won by a
Oh,
roll up. Do you see the fan? I say that the heavy set fan with the red
yeah, I
jacket.
do. Yeah, with the
Have
Hulk Hogan shirt.
Have you ever seen the movie Mighty? What's his name? Mighty Ducks. He was in a lot of other movies. Oh, let me find
Yeah,
his
I've seen
name.
Mighty Ducks.
Like the bigger heavy set kid.
Yeah,
That's
I know
who
exactly what you're talking about.
I could imagine someone like back in these days. Everyone probably loved Hulk Hogan. Didn't know anything. Like that's the thing. There was no dirt sheets or
Oh,
any weekend.
yeah.
Mile High City. That was a good match from Eddie Guerrero and Malenko.
Yeah, yeah. I like the ending of it, man.
Yeah,
Domenico says, I
Guerrero.
want another shot.
Guerrero
I want another shot. And Eddie's like, anytime you got it, man. They shake hands.
won by roll up. I'm pretty sure this is just beginning with them two,
Yeah, they have a long story.
especially in ECW probably because a lot of people forget that all these people started out in ECW like Guerrero, Malenko, and then what Barry Bischoff did. If you watch when the Monday Night Wars documentary thing on Peacock, It's like a
Hmm.
series, and then Eric Bischoff said that he basically took everyone that ECW had and
Yeah, pretty
transfer and
much.
brung them. Like he signed RVD at one point, but
No, he had the
early,
Sandman there, but they called him Hack. They
yeah,
had Public Enemy, Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho.
yeah, those were the ones that really stood out. Like Guerrero, Mysterio, Jericho,
Yeah,
Psychosis.
yeah,
Uh,
Psychosis too.
who were the two? Guerrero, Malenko. There's some others too, but that's what they did.
Eddie was in ECW.
Yep. Justin Thunder Liger for a little bit. But
Yeah,
I think WWE capitalized on the hardcore part a little bit better because they didn't really take anyone from ECW. They just used that format and put it on their show.
right, exactly. They didn't
Like they
they
didn't,
didn't poach any talent. They poached their content.
yeah, like they didn't sign anyone. They just used that format, used their wrestlers. But they did sign a lot of ECW talent later on, like Tommy Dreamer. Well, basically when they bought the company out,
Yeah,
WCW. But I think a lot of the wrestlers left WCW to go to WWE before it got sold. Booker T, well, not Booker T. RVD did. Like
hmm.
there was a lot of them. Benoit, Eddie Guerrero.
And keep in mind also during ECW's last days, as far as a company before WWE bought them, uh, there was a lot of wrestlers going to WWE. They weren't,
Yeah,
WWE was important. They were going to WWE because number one, they were getting paid at ECW. They weren't being able to do anything, and the TV deal was gone. So that they pretty much had no place to apply their craft unless they signed with WWE or WCW.
yeah. Those two were the only two big ones.
Yeah,
Ring of
and
Honor
then
was
once
in Canada.
WCW was gone, I think once WCW was gone, ECW went right after. So
Yeah, I think they bought them like side by side. Like WCW.
yeah,
Then a few days later, they bought ECW. Then that's how they did the invasion angle. But
yeah,
that invasion would have been so much better if they would have had guys like Sting, Goldberg, Hulk Hogan, the NWO. Like that would have been a better invasion. But basically, what they did just put the whole roster as EC. They just combined it. It could have been better.
yeah. I agree. I mean, because most of the big names at the time were sitting home and just collecting checks.
Oh, they put through a woman. Gene Oakland is a woman. A woman.
Oh man.
Gene Oakland, that's a woman. Yeah, that woman's beating the hell out of him.
Oh man.
Beating the hell out of
it
him that time.
was that Kevin Sullivan.
That is.
That's that's Kevin
Oh
Sullivan, I
man,
think, dressed like a granny at a wrestling show. Who?
sitting there like he sat there in
That's not
that crowd.
inconspicuous at all. That's not suspicious at all. He's a stunt granny.
He's gonna do the same move.
Oh man,
This
that
move
was
does not
funny.
hurt. How does this move
And
hurt?
just
He's like when he does that, Hulk Hogan's just moving his head. I was gonna shave his
yeah,
beard.
pretty much. Hulk Hogan's the one doing all the action.
What does this have to do with the story? But I guess to humiliate Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's basically what they're doing is humiliating Hulk Hogan and the Hulkamaniacs out there, brother. Now, see if you
Oh,
look at that, the way that the Giant
mhm.
did that, Hulk Hogan did most of the work. Hulk Hogan just twisted his head,
Yeah, he just
and
yeah.
the Giant just acted like he did it.
Who is this?
This when they shave his mustache.
Who is that? I don't know who that was, but they got all the American males. Like the whole roster is about to come out probably.
All the faces.
Oh, the Nasty Boys. Just met them this past weekend. Well, they were nasty for 1 minute. Now they're on the floor now. Choke slam.
Giants are taking them out.
He took
That's a
everyone.
great choke slam too. I love his choke slams.
He almost didn't get the other Nasty Boy right there.
Which one is that? Is that one? That was Brian Hobbs. Is that his name?
Yeah. Get a knife. He could have just rolled out of the ring, having to do all that.
Just think about this. Just think about how funny it is them putting up them coming up with this whole plan. Kevin says, "Okay, I'm gonna dress like an old lady. I'm gonna sit in the front. When he walks out, I'm gonna throw this flower in his face, and then
And
that's y'all
then
come out." It's it's comical. It's silly.
commercial.
Hulk Hogan just laying down taking a breather. He's relaxing.
Did you get a commercial?
Yep.
Ooh, Hogan. Oh, Mikey Lily. I went to the old. Uh, that's cool. Yeah, WCW. I would have liked to went to one of those if I was around that time.
See, I was pretty young at the time too. Watching, I've always wanted to go to a WCW show. I went to a WWF show. I went to a Raw when I was younger, but that's I never went to a
Yeah.
WCW show.
I was born in 2001, the year they were bought. So,
Oh, okay. So you weren't around for the glory days of WCW. That makes me feel old.
I, I watched all of it, just not living in it.
Yeah.
When I started watching wrestling, I just remember a lot of TNA. That's what I was shown a lot. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe.
Yeah. AJ Styles is still one of my favorite wrestlers to this day.
Like my uncle would have like all kinds of wrestling DVDs, and we'd watch WWE, TNA, WWE, TNA, a combination of both.
Yeah.
The wrestlers that stuck out to me was RVD and Jeff Hardy. John Cena a little bit. Like before he was a
Hmm.
lot of PG, like he had that long title reign in 2007.
Yeah.
People still don't believe me that I know Pedro Morales and Don Morocco.
Yeah, I believe you. You've been around the wrestling business a long time. I mean, as far
I'm like
as
I didn't
meeting
even
and
know.
greeting and getting to meet them.
Yeah, like no one even told me about him really. I just watched. It's like the best of the Intercontinental, and a lot of those wrestlers were on there.
Hmm.
Like I can't believe I know a lot of those wrestlers. I know not all those wrestlers back then, but
Oh man, a flaring arm.
what is this the main event? Yeah, this has
I
got to be
think
main event.
so. Yeah, I mean, damn. I love that robe too. The color, the orange with the diamonds with the. That's cool.
This should be a good main event. I feel like it should have been the
Oh yeah.
first, but at least in this match, there's no Hulk Hogan in it.
Right.
Not even involved. I think in every match besides Eddie and Malenko, Hulk Hogan wasn't involved. Well, he was involved in the commercial thing in the picture in picture, but
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, most of the segments have been Hulk Hogan in the show.
yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, basically all Hulk Hogan. That's
Yeah, Hulk show.
styling, profiling.
I saw I saw the finish of the match was what I think it was Comrade Thompson had handed Flair some brass knuckles, and he cracked Jeff Jarrett with them.
Hmm.
And Comrade has a podcast with Jeff Jarrett too, so I'm not sure how that can how that's all gonna pan
Yeah,
out.
ouch. Those guardrails are a lot. They would hurt more than the guardrails that are used today. Like AEW has similar guardrails to that, but those are like steel.
Yeah, that's the real deal. Like if you land on those, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Like even like WWE has like the padded barricades and the padding on the floor.
Hmm.
Like even they had like a mats right there, but I would still say even without a mat, it would still hurt. Like even with the mat.
Oh, definitely. Like I say though, I mean, Rick and Arn are having a good fight here though. I'm enjoying this.
Ooh, yes, see a move like that would, especially Ric Flair landing right on this.
Ugh, jeez. And those mats aren't really that. They're pretty thin. Those are pretty thin mats.
Yeah, there's not
They're
a lot
not
of
that. They're
support.
not thick. Yeah, they're like the mats that you would take to, like whenever you were in kindergarten, then they would tell you to bring a mat to school to take naps in kindergarten. Those little
Yeah,
mats, or the mats that you would take to gym class.
yeah.
Those kind of mats, except they're bigger and wider, but they're just as thin as those mats. See, they are so precise. Look at that beautiful spine buster by Arn Anderson. See the chemistry they have. They've always had that great chemistry in these matches.
I can't stop yawning. It's not because the match is boring, but
Long day.
yeah. That's what that sign says. It said Arn Anderson's something.
On rules, Rick sucks. I think it said Rick sucks on the bottom, but I know the first part said on rules.
Arn Anderson has always had one of the best spine busters. I feel like
Yeah.
even to this day, probably he's done it a few times in AEW.
I think there's people that model their spine busters after Arn Anderson's.
Yeah. Uh, thanks for watching. Well, I can't.
Hey, Brenda, thanks for tuning
I
in.
would say Brenda, but that's my grandmother. So thanks for watching. I can't wait for AEW tomorrow night. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I think Kenny Omega might return tomorrow night since the Undisputed Elite's gonna be there, and trios titles are coming. So
Uh, Man, I mean, you never know, dude. That's the thing. I mean, because they're saying he can come back at any time, and he's supposed to be coming back pretty soon.
Yeah,
So, me
supposed to
personally,
be
I'm
a
hoping
tournament.
also that he makes his return.
Supposed to be a tournament leading to the trios championships, and
That's gonna be so good.
like they seen like last week, they had the Young Bucks and Hangman, like they were going to team up, but I think Kenny Omega is going to be showing up because like they even said that they wanted to wait to like they wanted to wait till Kenny Omega was ready to come back to bring those titles in and to bring the titles back. You know,
Yeah,
they're bringing them in, and Kenny Omega said to come back pretty soon. So I
I'm
just hope
excited for it, man. I can't
I just
can't
hope
wait to see what's gonna happen.
I just hope he's not coming back way like really soon. And then he comes back and gets injured even worse than he did the last. But like Kenny Omega said, he has multiple injuries that was leading for years. Like even in New Japan,
Yeah.
like these injuries been leading up every year. And I get why he didn't want to relinquish his AEW title because like it's his first reign, and he had a heck of a reign, like 300 something days. Then after he
Mm-hmm.
lost it, took time off. But he's been out since last November, so
Yeah, it's been a long
I
time.
hope he does. Yeah, I feel like well he even admitted that he'll never be 100%. Like he'll never be
Yeah.
100% ready. He'll be ready, but not 100% ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I also feel
Like
like
his
he's one of
body
the
will never be 100%.
yeah like John Moxley's probably will never be 100%.
Yeah.
Uh, like some guys like they feel ready, they feel energized, but their body will never be 100%. Unless you're a young guy like Dante Martin or Sammy, like some of the younger guys who haven't wrestled as long as someone like Kenny Omega or Jericho or some Moxley even.
Yeah. But I
But
mean,
wait,
hey, I
but just
feel like
wait.
if he feels like he's good to go and he's healthy enough to get in there and work and put on a show, I say do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm wishing for the best for him. That's all I want is for the best for him. He's one of my favorites out there doing it, and I want him to be in shape to be able to do what he loves to do. So
Yeah. I also feel like he wants to be able to do like his dream matches like Prime. Well, on Ric Flair, he interrupted the whole match because
oh
he
snap! I think
suffering
now
from
this is like Pillman's official like turn.
yeah.
Like for the past few weeks watching, he's been being subtle about it, but now you can see it's pretty official.
But I think Kenny Omega wants to do him. Uh, he wants to go against guys like CM Punk, Moxley
Yeah,
again probably, Claudio Castagnoli, Buddy Matthews. So many people he wants to have matches with, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to wait till it's too late.
right.
Because if we don't do these matches now, then we probably will never get them, like Undertaker and Sting that we should have had.
Ugh. See, that
But
was that was a waste. That was a missed opportunity. That was a missed opportunity.
if Seth Rollins wouldn't jacked him up when he did, probably would have came close to seeing it. Like a
Yeah,
like not even a match, like a WrestleMania, just a comfort, like just them standing in the ring together would have been good.
yeah,
Like, just to see them face to face, but at least Sting's career did not end like it did in WWE. His career's gonna end on a better note in AEW.
yeah. I feel that too. I feel that too.
Commercial, because because Seth Rollins has injured two people at least with that move, that buckle bomb. He injured Sting and Finn Balor,
Yeah,
and he still does it to this day. I don't see how they allow that move.
I think the person that's taking it, they're practicing and making
Yeah,
sure that they're taking the proper precautions to make sure that you know you don't get whiplash or hurt your neck because the main what happens when you do that is like you pretty much jerk back,
Yeah,
and when you do that, a lot of people they can lose control of what they're doing. I mean, it's like if you've ever been in like a car wreck where somebody hits your car from the back, and you kind of get like that whole thing where you just kind of get whipped back and forth in your seat. It's the same kind of thing when you're taking a buckle bomb and you have to brace yourself for it. I think they're learning more how to brace for that type of move whenever it's being performed. It's like taking a power driver. You have to practice
yeah.
to get it done right. Otherwise, it'll end up horribly.
It's like Finn Balor's like wasn't even his neck, like he was in perfect position, but his he broke his dislocated his shoulder or something. Like you could
Yeah,
see
that
it,
was on the
like
guard. Yeah, on the guardrail. Whenever he
yeah.
buckle bombed on the guardrail. Yeah,
But Stings was in the turnbuckle, and I think he had already hurt him pretty bad when he put him through that table and his head hit one of those monitor things. Then he buckle bombed him.
yeah. I think Finn Balor's was worse because you can actually see
Yeah,
the effect of it. That was worse. You saw that bone popping out. Oh my god.
yeah. I remember seeing the documentary thing to that, and Finn Balor saying that they weren't him to raise title up, and then he said, "Really?" Then he rose it up like you could hear the
Yeah.
bones cracking. Next
That
Monday,
sucked him being the first Universal Champion and had to lose it in that fashion. That sucked.
yeah, Sabu versus Justin. I don't know who
Uh,
that is. Big Bubba Rogers.
I thought that was Rey Mysterio for a second.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going on to next episode, episode 6.
Episode
Probably,
6, Season 1 of Monday Nitro.
probably fixing to get a ad.
Yep.
Hope not.
I would go right into it, I think. Yeah. Are you?
Come on.
Are you getting an ad?
Just switched me to something else, like a movie or something. I wasn't even watching that. Someone must be using it at my house, using my account, then it switched over to something else.
Well, well, I'm still there. I got it paused, so whenever you get back on it and ready.
Yeah, someone's doing something.
Patience, everyone, if you're watching along.
I'm gonna get this. I had it right there. Then
Technical difficulties happen.
uh, fixing to have it. I think.
By the way, I want to thank everyone for tuning in once again. If you haven't subscribed to the All Elite Zone, please do. We're on Spotify also, Facebook and Twitter.
Yep. Uh,
The app giving you issues.
well, I got it on the episode. Right. So I'm ready.
All right, cool. I'm pressing play when you are.
Yeah, I press. Yeah, I press play.
All right, cool.
No in, no intro. Just going.
Yeah, they're just recapping. I think they're probably going to play the intro after the recap. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because this was Hulk Hogan was a big part of the last episode. So I feel like they.
The WCW was big on recapping back in the day. They would recap the shows and they'll take half of the show up recapping the last show.
Yep, as the intro. Now, Mr. JL, he's someone. Jerry Lynn. That's who it is.
Jerry
Jerry.
Lynn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him and RVD used to have some heated battles back in ECW. They had a pretty good rivalry.
In Chicago, Illinois. Wonder if
It was
Aiden
a
was at the
friendly
show.
rivalry. It wasn't ever really that bad, but it was like they tried to top each other. I think RVD was the last one that was the one that won the last time. So
Maybe we'll see it again. I hope not.
that'd be cool to see though. Jerry Lynn and RVD one more time. That'd be cool.
They're trying to wear the. I feel like they're trying to rip off the DX. I don't know. Well, Bobby Heenan's just got a question mark. Or his
Oh,
dog
Bobby
name.
the Brain. Leave it up to him to have a question mark on a football jersey. The
Could
Bears.
he could have
The
stayed home?
Bears.
Hogan could have stayed home.
Right? I'm trying to remember what team Mongo played for. I think it was the Bears.
Yeah, Bobby Heenan's all gonna Sting. United States champion. You haven't seen Sting in a while on these.
Yeah.
No, something's good.
This thing is amped up, man.
Something's
He
gonna
is amped
change.
up. Bobby the Brain. Just his reactions, man. Bobby's reactions to things. That's hilarious. That's what gets me. He's funny when he's talking, but his reactions are priceless.
Yeah, it's the first match. Shark. Can't remember. Maybe Sting going against him. Could be wrong.
Shark. It'd be cool to see him and Shark Boy tag team. That'd be funny. Funny, I mean, cool thing. It's not really funny. Cool thing about Shark is that he was once a sumo wrestler, like a legit sumo wrestler. What they call a yokozuna. The yokozuna is the champion of sumos. I believe so.
Earth was good, but I liked him better as. Yeah, I feel like I liked him better as Earthquake as well in WWE. Him and Typhoon, um, I forget their tag team name, but they were a good tag team in
Natural
the
disasters.
Natural Disasters. But he was good. He was more of a bigger solos wrestler in WCW.
Yeah,
Um, I like both characters, but Earthquake's a little bit better.
yeah. Earthquake was cool.
But in WCW, really got to showcase what he could do as a solos wrestler.
Yeah,
Because like he had already left WWE at this point. Because
yeah. He had been
WWE,
away from WWE for like a few years by this time.
because WWE's done with the older guys like Hogan, Savage, guys like Shark, Earthquake. And they started using guys
Yeah,
like Shawn Michaels. Well, at this point, Shawn Michaels, Diesel, Razor Ramon, 1, 2, 3 Kid,
yeah.
a bunch of jobbers like Bastion Booger and
Bastion Booker. I've heard that name in a long time.
a lot of comedy, a lot of cartoonish characters.
Yeah.
I think Bret Hart, yeah, Bret Hart was there at that time.
And I think the Shark eventually went back to WWE, doing another character with the oddities. He was the guy wearing the mask with the Kenny shirt on.
Mm.
A lot of people don't know that that was him, but that was him.
No Stinger Splash. Well, that Stinger Splash almost knocked him out of the. Well, that cameraman just almost got knocked down right there.
Yeah, I
Stinger's
noticed
going
that.
across the body. Yep. Oh, I beat him. He beat him with
I
the
gotta
cross
say, man,
body.
Sting was fast as hell back in the day, man. You forget how quick he was.
Hey, he no
He was
sold that
so
completely.
fast.
he no
Yeah.
sold that. That's more of a no sold than Austin Aries. But
Yeah, he got him so fast.
that was a good decent first match.
Yeah. You forget how fast Sting was when he was in his younger days. He was quick.
He's still pretty fast to this day, but this was like the Surfer Sting.
Yeah, this is like Surfer Sting. I mean, dude's moving around like a cat. Just choo 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 choo. See, that's the thing. Sting's always going to be over with fans. He's never
Yeah.
not going to be over. He's always going to be over.
Yeah, he'll be one of the greatest of all time without. He went to WWE, but like his whole entire career never really actually going there.
Yeah.
He eventually, like when they first bought WWE, he refused to go. Like he was done. He's probably gonna be done with wrestling, but I think he went to New Japan for a little bit. Then when
Hmm.
TNA started, Jeff Jarrett got in to come to TNA, and then eventually he signed with TNA.
Yeah, he was there for a long time, like over a decade.
Yeah, once WCW was done, TNA was his new home.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna keep replaying it. They keep replaying this.
But
It
no,
takes up
some
most of the show.
cat,
The replay.
a woman.
You're like, dude, we already saw what happened.
It's a woman. That'd be funny if it was a woman.
It's just just the whole process of the plan making to this just
It
makes me
was
laugh.
it
Just
was no, it was Norman Bates
Norman Bates, that was the killer in the movie Psycho.
because Bobby Heenan keeps on saying Norman Bates. Zodiac. I actually like Zodiac in WCW. Very, very different character than he did in WWE as Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah, he went through a bunch of characters in WCW, at least three or four. He was okay. He was the Booty Man. Then he was that. No, for real. That's what he was. That's what he
Wow.
was called. He was called the Booty Man. That's no
And
hyperbole. You can look that up.
it's,
In fact,
oh
Kimberly
man,
Diamond Dallas's wife was his valet for a
wow,
short
yeah.
time. Then the Zodiac came up, and then he became the disciple. With yeah, he was a disciple too. A lot of people don't know that
Right.
either.
I'm looking at the first name you said, and
Yeah, I'm serious. That was his name,
yeah,
the Booty
yeah, I
Man.
was. People already knows who it is now. I know Diesel, Kevin Nash had a lot of name changes. Like even in that documentary series, he actually pointed it out that he was Diesel. He had all kinds of names. He was like a wizard at one time.
Yeah, Master Blaster,
And then
something like that.
I remember CM Punk saying that he said like you had to change so many characters so many times just to get over with the fans
Yeah,
or something like that. Then CM Punk started naming off all the characters he was.
that's funny. That's funny.
I remember when Kevin Nash said, "You don't know who you're talking. Like you don't. Do you know who you're talking to?" And or like, what did he say? He said something uh, like you need to watch your mouth or something. Then CM Punk said, "You need to watch the show. No one gives a shit about you."
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember that he had that the part when he was talking about his sister text him and he thought that Kevin Nash had died or something like that.
Yeah, I remember when someone said that about The Rock a few years ago that he died.
That's that's
Like,
funny.
like, like that's a few times that's happened. Like people do that. And if The Rock
Yeah,
died, if The Rock really died, that would be blasting everywhere.
that'd be worldwide.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
We
just
got
one person
Sab,
saying it.
right?
Now
We got
sometimes it could be.
Sabu.
Yeah, Sabu. He was on our podcast
Yeah, shout out.
last year, I think. Yeah, if you guys like to
Yeah,
watch that, go to the playlist interviews. We got an interview of Sabu, and we
such a
actually
chill
talked.
dude, man. He's so cool.
I believe someone asked him about this spot he's going to do in this match, about him after the match, just getting a table out, someone through it. I believe he talked about that.
Hmm. Yeah.
But Sabu really doesn't fit in the WCW. Really, he really fits in the ECW style.
Mm. Yeah,
But he brought something to ECW. I mean, he brought something to WCW that no one really did.
that's true.
Mr.
Wait a
JL.
second. Do you notice who did you notice that?
Oh, Justin
Did you notice who
Roberts.
that was?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Justin.
a young Justin
Wow.
Roberts.
Wow. I wouldn't have caught that if you wouldn't have said, wow, Justin
Yeah,
Roberts.
little Easter egg for you.
I'm going to go back and screenshot that and tag him in that.
That was super
Wow.
young Justin too, man.
And this is in Chicago, too.
Yep.
Who would have knew that at this time that he would be, he didn't know it, that he would be a ring announcer at WrestleManias worldwide.
Right. Think about that. That's
Yeah.
that's cool.
Like just a fan sitting there and he ring announced one of the biggest matches in wrestling history.
Historic matches. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Mr. JL, but Jerry Lynn, he's very good in the ring. He's very, very good. If anyone is watching is familiar with Jerry Lynn.
I love his work, dude. I mean, I used to think that for a long time I thought the WWE was going to push him big time. For a long time I thought they were going to push him, but they never did.
Yeah, his run in ECW was good. Um, his TNA run was really good when TNA first started. Him and AJ Styles
Hmm.
had a good feud. Oh, that was good.
And, and I highly recommend if none of you have ever seen the rivalry matches between RVD and Jerry Lynn, do yourself a favor, look it up, watch. Those are classic matches for real.
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Peacock. So somewhere that it was in that ECW stuff. It's somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I gotta go looking through it myself to see if it is there.
Um, Arzena. Thanks. I believe that's how you pronounce Marzina. Uh, thanks for watching.
Welcome, MJ.
Yeah. Uh, MJ asked me, how did you find us, this podcast? Like, where did you end up
Yeah, how'd you
finding
come
the
across
podcast?
our humble little podcast?
I know a few people, he was being suggested, like, in other videos, like, just AEW videos, like, our live streams are being suggested by other videos.
Yeah. Ooh, nice
Uh,
clothesline by Sabu. That was good.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I am.
You Polish? Oh, cool. Thanks for tuning in. Polish? Hmm, that's cool. Getting folks from all around the world.
Yeah, thought that was someone.
Whoa. Ooh, that was a stiff looking DDT. That was pretty snug. He did that RKO DDT. That Randall Keith Orton DDT.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Oh no. Ooh, I
He
almost
he
had that.
countered that. He countered that Hurricane Rana. And Sabu just countered his.
Oh, he's gonna give my submission. Yep.
Wow. When was the
I
last time
am.
you saw Sabu win from a submission? That was great.
Oh, you're from Poland. Last one from Poland watching the All Elite Zone. Uh,
Welcome from
uh,
Poland. That's awesome.
yeah, Sabu's fixing to do it. He's fixing to bring out a table and put him through it. Then sometimes like they reverse the wins for some stupid. Oh, he almost didn't get that. He tried to flip him from the inside ring on the outside.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a bit of a little botch, but it's cool. The match was awesome.
Um, I don't WCW, WWE, and everything. Well, yeah, that's cool. We react to a lot of WCW stuff now. We react to some WWE. Unless it's like a
Hmm.
best of thing. It's more of an
Yeah, I
age.
mean, we're the same way here. I mean, we love wrestling as long as it's good.
Yeah, we don't. It's called the All Elite, and we don't just with the AW like WCW,
Hmm.
TNA a little bit, Ring of Honor. I am truck driver.
Oh, you're a truck driver. That's awesome. I got friends that are truck drivers. That's cool. Got some family that are truck drivers.
Yeah, well, him in that jersey just question mark.
That's hilarious. I
And
love
like
it. It's so
and like
funny.
like his facial expression says it all. The question mark. Sting and
Oh
Luger.
man, I miss Bobby the Brain. I gotta say, he's one of the managers that I miss watching. The Weasel himself, he was awesome.
It's hard to believe like a lot of these people that's on these shows are gone now. Like Gene Okerlund,
Yeah,
Vibrate Heaton, Earthquake, both the Road Warriors, Randy
yeah, that's
Savage.
true. Well, look at what Randy is. Look at the gear Randy's got to. See, that's what I was saying. Nobody else could pull that off but Randy. Nobody else could pull that off.
Jay Lethal just copied it. He didn't come up with it.
Right.
I still see Jay Lethal. I can't unsee that. I probably never will unsee that. But the
It's
Macho
Black
Man,
Machismo.
but Macho Man made that. He made it. He made it so good that other people cosplay it. One of Jay Lethal
Right.
copies his gimmick.
You see Mean Gene Oakland doing the whole thing. I
Yeah,
love the expression on Mean Gene's face during this whole altercation.
he's right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of a lot of stuff.
Mean by God Gene. That's the thing, though. Sting at this time in the storyline, he's playing that naive person who doesn't believe that his friend is an ass. But it's like, dude, Lex Luger's an ass, man. We're telling you that he's an ass. You won't believe it.
Caleb Conley, have you guys seen Legends House? Yeah, I've seen Legends House.
That's
Well,
actually really good. I really enjoyed it.
I wish they had made a season 2 of it, but
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I want to see.
but then they'd have to recast a lot of it. Just keep the ones that were still living because like Roddy Piper's gone, Pat Patterson's gone,
Mm.
Oakland's gone, Howard Finkel's gone. There's a lot of them still left, like Jimmy Hart, Tony Atlas, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, but I feel like that could bring the ones back that are still alive
Hmm.
and like bring some other ones like
Hillbilly Jim's still well. He's still alive, isn't he? Hillbilly Jim.
mhm. Yeah, he was
Yeah, he's still alive.
looks better than ever. He but that
Awesome. I'm
like
glad to hear that.
but that was funny that some of that stuff was just especially Roddy Piper and Hacksaw. I don't feel like some any of I don't feel like any of that was really scripted because like some of that was personal stuff they were talking
Yeah, that
about.
was real deal stuff in that show. Like the things that I mean, they brought their emotions out in that show. I really enjoyed it. Really.
I remember when Tony Else went to the store and he got pig's feet and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I
It was
remember that.
got here by accident. Well, got it by accident, but maybe you'll
Happy
enjoy this
accident.
podcast and subscribe to the Elite Zone where we do a lot of live reactions stuff on this channel.
Yeah, we have reactions. We do recaps, reviews, interviews.
Yep.
we kind of try to cover all bases on this channel.
Commercial.
I got one too.
It'd been something if I feel like if Undertaker like his contract expired, if Undertaker didn't resign for WWE, went to WCW, I think
Hmm.
WCW would have probably won because then they would have had Undertaker and Sting.
Good point. I didn't think about that. I didn't even think about that. You have a good point there because
But
Taker was a huge part of what helped the WWF win at that time.
I can't remember when his contract expired, but like his contract expired and he was in negotiations with WCW and
Yeah.
WWE, and then he re-signed with WWE. But if he
Hmm.
didn't, like I would if he didn't, things could have went the other way around.
Well,
Because then they,
that's a good way to. I mean, it's a good way to think. I never really thought about it like that. I mean, really, it is something to think about, though.
or what if Hulk Hogan never went to WCW? Would WCW be as big as it was?
Yeah.
I feel like that
Well,
still would have because I feel like
this is
it's
whenever Chris Benoit was debuting.
I feel like it still would have been because oh yeah, Chris Benoit.
Yeah. But I feel this. I mean, I feel that too. I mean, like it would
Why?
have been a different business. Things would have been completely different.
They need to stop
Oh, here
bringing
we
him
go
out.
again.
Stop bringing him out.
They
No
do that
one
on
likes it.
purpose. They do that because hey, they understand you may need to go to the bathroom and get you some concessions. So this is your
Yeah,
chance.
that's the way to make
This
money.
like
Yeah,
if you were there live, this would be the match that you go to the bathroom on. This would be the time
yeah.
you go get your food. Speaking of, I gotta use a bathroom break myself. I'll be right back.
This go Inferno. Career Hawks match will be up next. Yeah, Big Brother Rogers. There's supposed to be a steel cage match on this event on this card. Could be wrong. Yeah, this is totally filler time to get people to buy merchandise and everything. World Warrior Hawk. That's a good pyro right there. Uh, he's fixing to beat up Disco. Well, Disco's gonna do something in this match. He does try to interfere. Yeah, he's fixing to. I took the person's hat, put it on in his vest. That's kind of like the flag I have right there. That hat.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, just going for no. Well, World War Hawk came out, and then he put that cap on his. Yeah, like that's kind of like the flag
Big
I
Bubba
have.
Rogers.
That's kind of like the same colors.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Big Will Rogers and World War Hawk.
Big Bubba Splash. See, I remember at this time, I totally forgot that Big Bubba Rogers was in WCW at this
Yeah.
point in time.
And then eventually, like, they signed even more names from WWE later on,
Yeah.
like Ted DiBiase, Virgil, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall.
What is he doing? Disco Inferno was being an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I was gonna rip that. Yeah, rip the shirt. That was a nice shirt too.
And I forgot he was in a match. He
Oh,
just totally forgot he was in a match.
he's gonna get counted out because of him. How the fans
He
just
totally forgot.
you see those fans just pause there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get counted out.
Oh, he forgot he forgot he was in a match.
Big Bubba Rogers wins by count out.
Oh, jeez, that was so goofy. And see, this is before. This is like right before the NWO, like right before Kevin Nash and Scott Hall went to WCW. This is like on the cusp of it.
Yeah. It looks like Kip Sabian with AEW is fixing to return any week now, because on the AEW roster page they updated his profile picture thing and he's got his new look. Not,
About
like not
time.
like not the box over his head, but like his actual face. And on
It's about time.
Dark Tonight Pac defended the All Atlantic Championship against someone. I'm gonna go back and watch that. But Pac and Kip Sabian had a confrontation in the crowd. They showed it on there. So
Hmm.
I feel like he's gonna come back either tomorrow night or next week. It's gonna be very, very, very soon.
Interesting. It's about time they pull the trigger on that. They've been doing it for so long. Now, how long has it been since we started seeing him sitting in the audience and stuff? It's been so long. It's been like a
Like,
year, almost 2 years.
like since he last wrestled, it was 2021, maybe 2020. I believe it was 2021, where it was
Yeah.
Kip Sabian Miro versus Best Friends. Like that's when I think that's when Trent's mom. No, it might not have been, but It's when like they had that game anarchy match, like all the arcade
Yeah,
games and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I think that was the same night that Trent's mom drove him back. No,
Edris
that
and
wasn't the
Robert.
same night. That wasn't the same night.
I think that was the best friend versus Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah,
I
that's
want
what
to
it was.
say
Yeah, yeah.
it was either one of the two.
See, I was thinking it was the same night too.
Yeah, it's either one of those two. Because I know it was a big brawl, like the match was.
Yeah,
I hope Santana doesn't leave AEW. Hopefully, since he's been injured, they can work things out, take a break from each other. Because
yeah. I hope so, man.
his contract expires next month, and it was a
Hmm.
missed opportunity. Like, they should have won those tag titles already.
Yeah, they
I
should
don't
have had them a long time ago.
like when AEW first started. I would have had first champions would have been Lucha Bros or Santana and Ortiz,
Hmm.
and built along with them two teams, the Young Bucks, and
Yeah,
first champions was SCU. A lot of people wasn't expecting that. But during that time, SCU was real hot. They were selling a lot of
yeah. They
merchandise.
were super hot at that time. Yeah.
Fans were behind them. It was originally supposed to be Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, but when Pentagon dropped him on his head, Scorpio Sky to step in and became
Mm-hmm.
tag champion. Yeah, he ain't barred.
See, this is kind of like a precursor to Hollywood Hulk Hogan. This is the Dark
Yeah,
Hogan.
I was about to say that.
And he'd be doing the same thing about a year or so later, except he would be like fully into the character.
Yeah. Is he talking about Vince McMahon here?
Hmm.
I know it won't be too long before Bischoff starts saying Raw's results.
Yeah, he will
Spoiling
start doing that.
very, very
I
soon he
forgot. I
will.
forgot he did that for a while. He will start doing that.
He did it
I
for
remember.
weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
it backfired because he said Mick Foley won the world title. Well, they're going to jump to see if he actually won it. Then,
That's what I did. It's exactly what I did when I was watching as a teenager.
like
You
sometimes,
tell me Mick Foley's gonna win the championship, but I gotta see this.
like
Click.
sometimes it backfired, but sometimes it was a sucky card.
Mm.
They
It
just
was
gained
very
views from.
underhanded, though. It was very underhanded.
Yeah, that was low down. Like like today, if you did that, you get called out for it and everything.
Big
Like that,
time.
like
Big
that's low
time.
down. Really, like you're like they were in a war. Like it wasn't like even Triple H. Like if one of the two lost, like they would just it'd be another day. Like they were gonna go out of business.
Yeah.
Like whoever lost, they was going out of business. Exactly like it says in the documentary, a war of rating, suprem, rating supremacy. I can say
Yeah.
it right.
Reign supremacy. That's exactly what it is. Look at the Zodiac.
I lost cop cars.
Ah, look at the Zodiac. He just has one pose. That's all he's doing on top of the monster truck.
Police. Yeah, they got a lot of cop cars there for all that.
Yeah, this is of course leading up to the whole monster truck battle on top of the building, which
I
we
can't
all
wait.
know happens at
I
that
can't wait. I can't wait
event.
to
That,
see that ending.
that's gonna be so fun. I haven't seen it
What
in
mas-
years.
What mascot is that? I don't know. Maybe it's in Chicago. But Bobby Heenan, he makes that thing so dramatic when he throws him off the roof.
Yeah, he was very dramatic about it. I mean, the way he acted, the guy just fell
Die.
to his death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember as a kid watching. I was like, "Oh shit, he
Yeah,
killed
like
the
real.
giant!
Yeah,
Hulk
there
Hogan
was
killed
no.
the giant! You bastard!"
Yeah, there was no internet to see rumors or what's going on backstage. Like it was real. You thought it was real.
And if you watch the footage of the giant falling, Hulk Hogan did nothing to save his life. Nothing to save his. He got in and braced himself to make sure he wouldn't fall off too.
I kept on saying, probably he. Oh, there is a steel cage match. Like the like AEW did this like when their first cage match with Cody Rhodes and Wardlow a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember when WWE used to do stuff like that. Not the pyro, but like the lights and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Got a commercial break.
Yeah. Now AEW's
That's the main event too, huh?
yeah. Now AEW's took the adaptation from well, a lot of WWE has too, like the War Games. But
Yeah.
I'd like to see AEW do World War Three, like a big battle royal of 3 rings.
That's such a great idea. That's such a
Now
great idea.
I feel like with 3 rings, you're gonna need, I'll say 100 people, 100 man battle royal, and like do this at like Forbidden, like if they have a Forbidden Door 2, do it then, because like you could do AEW and New Japan in 3 rings,
That's a great idea. Yes, that's a great idea.
and if you wanted
That's an
maybe,
awesome idea.
and if you wanted maybe throw in some Impact guys or other promotions, but
I'd pay to see it. Hell yeah.
or maybe not even people in those two promotions like indie talent and other big names.
Yeah, like a huge super card. And be like
Yeah,
World War Three exactly. That man, that's dope. I would pay to see that.
I feel like I've been just just thought of it just now. Like some things I've thought over. Mongo. He didn't have his dog on this show. No, never mind. Never mind. Got the
His dog named
football.
Bongo, or I'm trying to
Got the
remember
cop.
what the hell his dog's name is. I thought it was Bongo for a long time.
Bobby.
Bobby the
No,
Brain is killing me. Bobby is killing me, man. He is gold. Oh, I miss him. He was so funny. Bobby the Brain Heenan
no.
is a lost. We've lost him, and I miss him.
He makes things so dramatic sometimes, but the funniest ways.
Yes, he's great at that. He was so good at doing that.
I think at some point he leaves WCW. So was Montgomery Michaels.
Yeah,
Eric
they do
Bischoff.
leave at some point.
Eric Bischoff leaves commentary, doesn't leave the company. Uh, Tony Schiavone. Like Tony Schiavone was with WCW at this point. Wasn't on Nitro. He was on the Saturday night thing on
Hmm.
pay per views. Then Mike Tenay gets brought in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah,
I think Dusty Rhodes maybe comes in. Larry Sabisco. Well, this is gonna be a good steel cage match.
hell yeah. Arn and Rick in the cage. This is gonna be awesome. Whoa, Ric Flair's hyped. Look at him.
Uh, yeah, he's hyped
Whoa,
for this match.
they're going right at it too, man. Woo! Look at Rick. He's on fire right now. He's strutting it out and everything. No one could take a back body drop like Ric Flair. He gets so much air when he does it.
Yeah, when someone he does that, he's all the way. He goes over what he's intended to do,
Yeah.
and especially like he oversells. So sometimes like he'll get hit, then he'll just go outside the ring and walk all the way to the ramp, walk all the way back, then fall down.
Yeah, yeah, he'll go the extra mile just to entertain, and I appreciate that. I respect that. That's
There's some other
funny. That's
wrestlers.
cool.
There's some other wrestlers too that does it, but he's the main one that sticks out doing that.
Yeah.
I remember one time he got someone did like their finisher hold on him, and he just rolled outside the ring, ran all the way to the entrance, ran all the way back, got outside the ring again, walked around the ring, then got back in the ring, then fell down.
That sounds like him. That sounds like him. I'm trying to remember that thing that. Oh, geez, I forget who was having a match was. Who he was having a match with. Excuse me. Um, and he was in the corner, and they were giving him punches, and he walked out slowly like he was about to start punching them back, and then he looked, and then he pointed towards him, and he started walking, and he just fell.
Mhm.
I was like, he does the best flops. I love his flare flops. They're legendary. Yeah, I think you can even find a compilation of his flops, of his flare
Oh
flops
yeah,
when he falls down. You can find videos when they have a montage of him falling down.
yeah. This I watched some of those like biggest oversells in wrestling or something like that. But they have a bunch of other
Yeah.
people that does it. Was for what was the dumbest moment in WWE history? Probably when they put the title on David Arquette or Vince Russo, or when who was it? Some like Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash didn't get punched, and then he just fell down.
Yes, yes. I was gonna say the first thing you said. I was gonna say putting the title on Russo. Honestly,
Yeah, and
David
then
Arquette. That was stupid as hell too.
like it was in that same year. Like that's when they started going downhill when they started doing stupid
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I can tell you some of the funniest things I've seen. I tell you one of the funniest things I've seen on WCW television, and that was probably the premiere of the Shockmaster. That was hard. That's hard
Uh,
to top as far as the funniest thing ever on WCW television. I
he
mean,
just came
shocking
like
the debut of the Shockmaster was hard. It's hard to top.
like didn't he go through the wall and fall down and
Yeah, picks up his helmet and then continues with the promo like nothing happened.
I would
Oh,
have I would have
and the
stopped
British
that.
Bulldog was like he fell right on his arse.
I would have been I've been embarrassed. Like your whole character's screwed. Like debut of your character and that's it.
Uh, and from what I from legend tells that Dusty Rhodes himself was the mastermind behind that whole prank. He put an extra piece of wood behind the wall where he was supposed to step out,
Oh, and
and he
then
tripped over that extra piece of wood.
he did that on purpose.
Yeah,
He
so
must
that's
have
like yeah, he pretty much did it on purpose.
oh flying Brian. Is he gonna jump off the cage? I feel like well never mind. I feel like he would do that. Ric Flair knocks him
Yeah,
down. He is flying
it's just the
Brian.
red baby. I'm just playing with you.
He must have had some heat with who was it? Wasn't it was it
At
Typhoon
that
or
time, Ole Anderson and Dusty, they were, I think, well, Dusty was a booker at the time, and Ole Anderson, Arn's brother, I think
like
they were booking WCW at the time.
like who was the shopmaster like?
That was Tugboat. I forget his name.
Yeah,
He he,
Typhoon.
he was
Yeah.
yeah Typhoon.
Who aren't who Arn Anderson won?
Whoa,
That was
whoa!
now where's he going?
What is going on here?
That was really awkward finish. I didn't even see it. Oh, I see the replay. He was going for a figure four.
That was completely awkward. He just laid down. You notice
Oh wait,
that he just laid down.
pull his. I don't see what happened. Do low blow him or something? I don't see what happened. I
I
don't know
don't.
what.
Well, Flair just simply laid down. That's what it looked like to me.
I don't see what they're. Yeah, we need a big explanation. It was a good match, but
Oh, I
oh,
see what Arn
oh,
had. Arn had a
Rick
loaded
Flair,
fist. I see now.
Rick Flair done broke that. He broke that headset.
Okay, I didn't catch Arn having that loaded fist. He had something like some wasn't brass knuckles or anything. It was tape and hit him with it. Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't see that at first. I just saw Ric Flair lay
yeah,
down.
he broke that headset. I need Sector. Sector to help.
And this is what leads up to Halloween Havoc, I believe.
Um, Eduardo, I guess who has a thumb, two thumbs out, and oh, you lost your job.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah,
Long time viewer, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
well, you have two thumbs, or
Yeah, he's pointing at himself with two thumbs.
oh, I
Yeah, I'm
was,
sorry to hear that though, bro,
yeah,
man.
yeah. So yeah, losing a job is very tough, and then a new job. How's it going? Oh man, it's a lot of things have
As
shifted
far
and
as the world
changed
of wrestling, there's a lot going on.
on the Ollies, and a lot of things have shifted and changed.
The
Got a lot of new
stepping down of
members.
Vince McMahon, Triple H, and
Shoot,
Stephanie, and Nick
this year,
Khan taking over. Ugh.
this year, a lot of things happened with. But on the Ollie Zone, we have new members. Two
Yeah.
girls are on the podcast. Chris is MIA, I guess.
Yeah, well, I was
Yeah, a
going to
lot.
ask you what's been up with him. I haven't heard from him at all.
It's I'll message you that. I don't want to say it on here,
Okay, I gotcha,
but
gotcha,
he's just not affiliated with this. But
gotcha.
we've gained another show on Thursday with the reviews and preview for Rampage. I don't know if you've seen Gerardo was that Buddy Matthews on and Bryce Remsburg um,
Yeah,
later this year for a few months this year.
yeah, Votto, man, feel free to go back and check out the interviews you
Yeah,
missed, and yeah.
just kind of like
No
yeah.
homo.
Oh, Christian Moran and Eddie Guerrero. Next episode. Definitely thanks for watching, Eduardo. It's
Yeah,
been a while
appreciate
since
it.
you've been on here. I think we were talking about you, or I was a few. I think on Rampage last Friday. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, man, good peoples, dude, and I hope everything works out right for you, man. I hope you find yourself another
Yeah,
job and get on your feet, man. We're here for you at the All Elite Zone, bruh.
yeah. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the WCW live reaction 5 and 6. Next week will be 7 and 8. Till the Halloween Havoc is that is coming. Then we'll do that. But yeah, tomorrow. But next week it will be on a Monday. I won't be on a
Hmm.
Tuesday. Normally these type of things are on Mondays. Um, yeah, tomorrow was Dynamite. Thursday the review. Friday Rampage. I think Battle of the Belts is this Saturday. I'm not for sure. I'm about to see. I think it's this Saturday. The AEW Battle of the Belts 3.
Yeah,
If it is, we've done the first two, so we'll do the third one. But yeah,
awesome.
definitely check out the Always on social media accounts in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Dynamite.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Peace.